Hi, second graders. My name is Mrs. Anderson. I am a second grade teacher over at Valley View. And today I'm going to be working with you in some nonfiction text. And we are going to be reading with some questions in mind. And we're going to try to answer our questions. And we're going to use text features to help us answer our questions more quickly. Today we're going to look at a book that I have found on Epic. Here's a picture of the cover of this book, and it is called What is a Tornado? I am going to look at the picture on the cover first, and some things that I know about tornadoes is that they are powerful and dangerous, and they can cause lots of damage to homes and buildings. And when I see something like this, a lot of questions come into my mind also. So when you look at a picture like this, what are some questions you might have? You can pause and tell somebody at home or maybe write down some of your questions about tornadoes. I recorded some of my questions on this organizer that we're going to be using this week. And you'll notice that I put the book title at the top called What is a Tornado? And I have 4 different questions here. The first one is, how are tornadoes and thunderstorms related? I've heard of a place called Tornado Alley, so I put, where is Tornado Alley? Who tracks tornadoes, and what should people do after a tornado? These are all questions I have about tornadoes that I'm hoping that my book, What is a Tornado, can help me to answer. Today, I am going to show you how to answer the question, how are tornadoes and thunderstorms related? And then you are going to work in the same book that I'm showing you to answer my other questions. And we're going to use those text features along the way. So I'm going to keep this question in mind of how are tornadoes and thunderstorms related. And I'm going to use my first text feature of a table of contents. Table of contents tells me what are some of the topics that are in the book and what page will they be found on. So if I'm trying to answer the question about thunderstorms, I can see here that there is a heading called Thunderstorms on page 6. So I'm going to go ahead and flip straight to that page. I'm not going to read from the beginning of the book. It helps, the table of contents just helps me locate the information I need to answer my question. So here I am at page 6, and I can see already, okay, this is where I need to be because my heading, my text feature of a heading says thunderstorms right there. A couple other text features that I noticed on this page are my bold words. Those are some of those important words, and they're probably words that I can find in my glossary at the back of my book if I don't know what those words mean. I also notice a couple captions here, and even a picture is a text feature. So I'm going to go ahead and start reading. Again, I'm trying to determine how are tornadoes and thunderstorms related. Some storms have strong winds, heavy rain, bright lightning, and booming thunder. Lightning is a flash of electricity in the sky. Thunder is a sound that lightning makes when it moves through the air. Storms with lightning and thunder are called thunderstorms. Okay, so a thunderstorm is a storm. Tornadoes form from funnel clouds. A funnel cloud is a cone-shaped tunnel of spinning wind. And then they labeled their picture there. There's another text feature of a funnel cloud. Tornadoes. Big thunderstorms can make tornado. A tornado is a huge spinning tower of wind that stretches from a storm cloud down to the ground. It forms when warm, wet air meets cool, dry air. The warm and cool press against each other and start to spin. This spinning air forms a funnel cloud. The cloud keeps turning and grows downward. When it touches the ground, it becomes a tornado. What do you think? Tornadoes are sometimes called twisters. Why do you think they are called twisters? Okay, so I think my question was answered on the second page. Okay, remember my question was, how are thunderstorms and tornadoes related? And my very first sentence said, big thunderstorms can make tornadoes. So if we go back to our chart here, on one side I have my wonderings, which I already shared with you, And on the other side, I have I learned or my answers. So I did use a complete sentence, but I just did a real short snippet of my sentence so that I can come back to that and my information is well organized. So some things that I want you to notice that I did to locate the answers to my questions were I read the information in my table of contents. Okay. So I could see which part to flip to. Then I read those pages and then I wrote some information and I tried not to write too much. I used my little dash or my bullet point, which will help me to write one fact or piece of information at a time. That way I'm less likely to get confused by a bunch of information. I also used my pictures and other text features to help me to understand more about what I was reading. So your work today is simple. I put in 3 more questions for you. Where is Tornado Alley? Who tracks tornadoes? And what should people do after a tornado? I want you to use your table of contents and flip to the page that you think the answer to that question will be on. And then I want you to come back to the organizer and I want you to answer those with a quick fact or piece of information. Remember, we don't need to write a lot, but we do need to have a complete sentence because we don't want to get confused by a lot of information. Your teacher should have shown you a way that you can access this chart and then to fill in the information and then to send it to them. Thanks for learning with me today, and I hope you have a great day.